Welcome to the swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is
here back in the win column.
The Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game.
Swamp.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He
Both
stopped
teams
short
coming
at
at
1-1.
1-1.
19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida's offense takes the field. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a
Nobody's
definition
ranked.
of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
He'll do it himself.
Ooh, they smacked each other.
There to find his way up to the 23. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is
First game in the SEC matchup.
Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
We've got to get a win here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Mertens. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Gators decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of which side of the ball they play on. The teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Aggie. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense is dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Mertz.
Oh, yeah.
And picked off.
Oh, yeah.
Taking it the other way.
Big 6 on him.
Aggies. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play is 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Gators have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early enough in this game.
To the air, it's Mertz. He makes the connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Looking to go up top on first down.
Oh, that could be a pick.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this is secondary. This defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to get back into it to get some momentum going.
The 18. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, I want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulane notched the victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. And they'll knock him down.
Well, the defense
I like that color there. He was beat.
It was second and long. They weren't expecting to run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the offense is set up. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and check-checks.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the...
Throws toward the end zone.
Hey.
And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And a
Good
big
return.
after the
Good
INT
return.
sets up the offense for this
Jigga
possession.
Maggies.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions
Gig 'em.
already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Like a senior. Go up and get it, big fella. Strong safety. And
Texas
get returning.
A&M has it
That's
back
in
on the
business.
offense, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time to time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He ran right past his block.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking.
Ran up the field in the first round.
27-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down.
Oh, man.
Incomplete.
What a fun.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Looking for a block. It's Abrams. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Stopping the run is not physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense. Showing their strength, bow it up, stuffing the run.
They'll try to run for it. And boy,
didn't
is
get
he
it.
close to that 1st down, maybe
He
just
didn't
a
get it.
couple of inches short. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
See if we can get a good return. Let's see if we can get a good return here.
Wants to
Okay.
return it.
Okay. Okay.
He's
Decent.
brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys
Got
that
a
have been
block.
working
Do
for
it.
you early.
And he's running in the open.
Good
They're
block.
ripping off chunks
Good
of
block.
yardage. They get it to the 33.
I like this
Well, there's the
fella.
offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it. He fires toward the end zone.
Got him. Come here.
Texas A&M.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his
Freshman
guy to
is
run
putting on a
football,
dazzling
locate it,
experience.
and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up.
And he only a freshman. I like him. Yeah, I'm gonna rock with this team for a minute. Probably till 26 come out.
extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
They go right back to it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He shows you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. It just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with 2 hands.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. Looking to pass. It's Mertens. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Defense balling.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football though.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to get to it. Makes the catch. He's got enough.
Big 4th down conversion. Big 4th down conversion. I like it.
Texas A&M back to work
I
with
like
another
it.
first down. They keep attacking through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, just a little bit more over the top.
Use of the hands to knock it away.
They would have had some motion right there.
What a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on the schedule.
And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him.
I might just go for it. Let me see. What he had, 3rd and 2? 4th and 1? Yeah, I'm going.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. On the option, he'll toss it. Got some room headed to the goal line.
Yeah, most of the end
Huge
zone.
game before he goes
It paid off.
and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to.
And he takes it in for
In
the
there.
score. Touchdown, Aggie. No step back
In
in week
there.
3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
You got to get back in the top 25.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to the Astronauts.
Finds a tight end.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Mertens.
Almost had another one.
Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup.
I want the ball back.
New set of downs after that completion.
I wanted the ball back.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it up at 47. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And a little bit too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those jumping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will boot away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The name of the game is trying to pressure the quarterback. These bootlegs do a really good job of moving the quarterback's launch point. And then guess what? Now he gets to run the football. So
he's looking deep. And it falls incomplete,
Took a
and
shot.
the offense is lucky to have
Might
a
as well.
defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Second down coming up. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone.
They putting on for the city now.
After the big pass play.
They putting on for the city
How about
now.
that job after the catch on a critical third down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up first and goal.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After that last completion, it's second down. They'll leave it with him. Nice throw to pick up yardage. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill. DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. To throw, it's Mertz. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack it up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The run to the right. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got room at the 35. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
These guys aren't intimidating. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that would have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
The short hands, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And off from the shotgun. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got to go on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on their board.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get my first down.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Mertens. Grabs it in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And here comes the offense on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Badger. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball with you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Mertens. Makes the grab down the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there in the slant.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Burke.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick strike. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptations. adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. Exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Mertens. Going for 6. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is
deep shot for the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
That's
nice job
good.
by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback will audible.
Moving on.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. They used a jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Going to the ground. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team's incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.